Harvey?
Yes, sir.
All right. And again, you ran my tag for what reason?
We got called that's a vehicle parking
And
by
who
the
called?
town.
Those two gentlemen in that truck over there?
I don't know who called. I just came over to dispatch. Called, told them to come over here and check things out.
All right,
So
then.
I just let the animal control you waiting on them, okay?
Okay.
That's all it is.
That kind of made me feel like, I'm being treated like somebody that
no,
broke
sir.
the law.
No,
I actually didn't, so.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
All right,
Okay.
then.
Okay, you okay?
I'm fine. Are you
we're
okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just
Yeah,
check
we're
this.
fine.
Okay, then. Okay, then.
We were just
All
waiting
right.
on Roxanne.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing? I'm good. I'm just coming by to take a look at what animals you have. I'm going to do a story on the pound. Would like to put them out there to my viewers. Maybe we could help get rid of some of them.
Right. That would probably have to go through the chief of police.
And why would that be? This is a public place, right? Open to the public.
But it's not open to the public.
I see that you've got the public blocked out by that lock over there on that gate.
It's been like that.
And and you've come over here. Apparently, what the gentleman in that truck told me to help us into the property.
Right, but I'm sorry.
Did you have the police come over here and run our tag?
No, they sent them for my protection.
Well, I didn't break any laws,
No.
and I feel like I'm being treated like a criminal
you're
by
not.
having the police show up and run my tag at a public place over here that all I did to do was come and check the animals out.
We're not open to the public. We're not open to the public.
It is the city pound, right?
It is
It
the
is
city
owned by the city, right?
Right.
And the public does come in there to look at dogs and pick them up whenever they're adopted, right?
We don't adopt them out through here. We go through Ball.
Okay,
So
so
if
the
they
public
see 'em-
cannot come and see any of the animals
If they want to see the animals, they go through Ball because it's on their webpage.
on their
And we-
webpage.
Right, and we
Well,
transport them over
Just
there.
2 days ago, there was Facebook post that the animals were dying in there because of the heat.
No.
Yes, I have that Facebook post that you made, ma'am.
No, sir, I'm not Roxanne.
Oh, you're not
No, I'm
Roxanne?
not Sharon,
Okay,
no.
well, that's who we asked for
Right,
whenever we were
I'm not
talking to those
Sharon.
gentlemen in that truck, so I
Right,
apologize for
right.
mistaken identity.
Right, no, I'm not Sharon. That's Sharon coming here.
Well, all right, well, we'll talk to her then
Okay,
also.
because I'm Christy. I mean, I don't do any of those posts.
Okay.
So, and there's no dogs dying back there, by the way.
That's not what her posts say.
I know what her posts say.
And that
I
is
apologize,
unacceptable.
but
If the city is letting animals die in the heat like that, that is absolutely unacceptable.
It's not. It's not like that. I mean, it's
And
not like
I'm here peacefully.
Right.
I'm here
It's
just
not
airing
like
my
that.
grievances. I'm not here to hurt
Right.
anybody or do any
Right.
kind of anything to anyone.
But no, I mean, I get it because, but yeah, your post, Roxanne, it's you. What was the post?
We come to look at what animals you have at the pound.
Right.
Make sure that we'd like to put them out there to the followers that I have, try to help get rid of them since there's posts that they're dying of heat exhaustion in the pound. And I do have that post captured. So, I mean, it
Gotcha.
does exist.
Exactly. I know what you're trying to do.
What am I trying to do?
No, not what you're trying to do. What I try to do, I give a sad story on Facebook, so it gives me my rescuers to step up the plate to come get them.
So you lie to people on Facebook
Not
as well?
lie.
Oh, no, now, if you're not telling the truth,
right,
it's a lie,
let's get into
ma'am.
this conversation.
No, ma'am. I'd like to
I
look at
had-
the animals here and see if I'd like to even adopt
It's
one
not
out.
open for the public.
Okay,
If you
so
wanna
then how
adopt
does the
them,
public go about
Go
seeing
through
the animals?
Carl, and they'll say, "Hey, I seen a dog on Facebook. It's got a name like Pete. We're interested in meeting him, and then I'll bring him to Barl."
So the
and
public can't hold the city officials, or let's not say officials, but the city employees that. Let me not say that either, because I'm not trying to point the finger at you. I understand the city runs the pound. You don't run it, personally.
Right.
But if the public can't go in the pound to even look at the animals and see what they have, how do we hold the city accountable for the shortage of funds or whatever it's taking that was expressed to the public that these animals were supposedly dying over?
Right.
How do we hold our city accountable if we can't even go in there and look at the animals? We don't have anything to do with the pound that we're paying taxes
You can't go
for.
out there is because it is a liability. We got snakes out there we have to deal with.
Well, there's snakes in this stuff too.
Exactly.
But I mean, you don't
Now-
see the public being told they can't come on public property here.
But you've got to understand, they are working at the process of getting the city pound out and get it away from this area. And that's just recently, they've talked to that in the meeting. If you go on the board meeting, you'll see that they talked about it, about
Okay,
the city pound.
I understand that. My concern's not really of the pound getting out of here. My
Yeah.
concern is those helpless animals that were posted
They're
that were
not
dying
there.
in there.
They're not out there.
Well, that's what you say here, but 2 days ago you said they were there. So like I said, either
Correct. You know why? It was just 2 days ago. We are so busy out here. I don't have time to stay on Facebook and update.
Well, I don't know.
As soon as I post it, within hours they're out of there, and then they're in foster care, because we love these animals out there. And if we see a critical situation, we got to get them out there, post it. A whole bunch of my friends out there to see my situation, they immediately pull them and take them at home and get them in the air conditioning. And that's where those mama dog and puppies are at right now.
Okay.
They were there within 2 hours after I posted that. But I can't do everything. I cannot be on.
So the bottom line and the question that the public really would like answered,
Yeah,
were there puppies that died at the pound like you posted?
they were born dead.
That's not what your post said. Your
Right.
post said they died because it was too hot.
It is too hot out there.
So did
But
those animals
guess
die over
what?
the heat or not?
That day I posted that?
Did they die over the heat or
no,
not?
no,
they did
were
not.
just stillborn.
So the post on Facebook was
You
not
could call it a
truthful. It was
lie.
misleading.
You could call it what you want, but if you get in my situation, you've got to do what you got to do to get these dogs in a home. Every shelter in the state of Mississippi is overran, and people do not want me to do any kind of euthanasia in this town. So I've got to take my step to try to get them out of there. You
I
know?
understand that you have a job. I do.
Yeah.
I fully
I
understand
love
that.
these animals with all my heart. And the worst thing I hate to do is euthanize. And I noticed you commented on that, wanting me to euthanize everything I get
No,
out there.
I did not say everything. I said if the animals are going to have a life to where they die in the heat like that,
No,
they should have been euthanized from the start. And I do have screenshots of my
That's
comments
fine.
and yours,
don't
so
care
I
what
can back that
screenshot
up.
You did.
It's proof. I mean,
knew a
you
lot
should
of
care.
people was upset you said about euthanizing, and they commented back at you.
And asked
You know,
why I
I've
didn't
got
do
a lot of
and
friends out there
and they
will
asked
protect
why
us
I
about
didn't
this.
come and do something about it and
Right.
voice my concern about it. So here I am doing that.
Okay. But if you're interested in a dog to adopt, go through Borrow and tell them the dog you're interested in, and I don't mind taking it out there and showing you and letting you meet him and everything, and then you can adopt him, meet him. All my dogs are healthy. They're vaccinated, dewormed. They got every fan on them. Thanks to that day when I posted that, my boss at that time was Kenny Collins, got me a bunch of fans out there. And
Well, I'm glad he did. I'm absolutely
we are
glad he did.
super overwhelmed. If any more fans get in there, the thing's going to blow away. So it's right now, I'm in cloud nine right now because.
But we
of
can
all
only go by what you said, and you just admitted to not being truthful to
You're
the
just
public.
trying to twist things around.
I am not. I am just telling you
I've
what
been
you
at this
just
for
said.
14 years, and we have to we've got to figure out something how to get these dogs. I don't believe in euthanizing unless it's suffering or it's a vicious dog. I
Well,
don't
if the
believe in it.
animals are dying in the heat, that is suffering.
Well, they haven't died in the heat, okay?
Well,
I was
again,
stillborn
that
puppies.
was not what
And I'm not
you.
gonna post
That's
all that
not
on
the
Facebook.
information
Hey,
that
I
you
got some
presented
dead
to the
puppies up
public.
here, blah blah blah.
But you could have worded it differently or presented it to the publicly
There's no
differently.
way to word it different because when we just it'll be somebody
You
else coming
worded
and
it
trying
as
to
if the
determine.
animals were dying because of the heat and that the city
and,
was
and
not
this
properly
right here is
caring
gonna,
for
it's
them.
gonna keep me so I'm not gonna post nothing. Because every time I post something, it got always.
It's not me stopping you from
Yes, it
posting.
is.
No, it's not. That's your own free will.
I don't want this.
But you're a public official. This is
I'm
what
not
you're a public
I don't want
employee.
this.
And this is
I don't
what
want
public
this
employees
I got a whole team of people in this town support me in this town. everybody. You're the only one that's can at me act like this.
All I'm doing is
You're the
asking
only
questions.
one out of 14 years.
All I'm doing is asking questions.
You can go on Facebook. Who's your hero in this town? Everybody will say my name.
Well, you're not a hero. You're the dog catcher.
Well, you can go on Facebook. Who's your hero in this town? Everybody will say my name.
Well, you're not a hero. You're the dog catcher.
Well, tell that.
You're a
to-
public
tell that to
employee.
Brookhaven. Tell that to Brookhaven. See what happens.
I certainly will, and
Okay.
they'll hear it in this
It's
video.
on Facebook. It's on Facebook right now.
Well,
who's the hero of this town? And they're already tagging in. Share.
I would not use the word hero in the same sentence
Well,
with a post
tell
that
them
just
it
said the
posted.
animals are dying because of the heat.
Tell them to post that. It's posted that. Tell them.
Tell them who?
The people on Facebook that you're always following and attacking everybody.
I'm not attacking anyone.
You
All
see?
I'm doing is asking questions. That's my right. That's my First Amendment right.
Yes.
Freedom of
That's fine.
press.
That's fine. Like I said, take it up with
Government
the mayor.
employees don't like being asked questions.
I'm done.
All right. Well, you have a nice day.